Once you understand how virtual real estate works, the next question naturally becomes, how does it actually generate income? At first, this concept may feel confusing because we are used to physical land and traditional assets. However, the same core principles apply. One of the most common ways people make money in this space is through appreciation. Just like buying land in an undeveloped area before it becomes popular, investors purchase digital land early in platforms they believe will grow. As more users join, demand increases, and the value of that land can rise over time. Another method is renting, where owners lease their digital spaces to brands, creators, or event organizers who want access to an audience without owning the asset permanently. This creates a recurring income stream similar to rent in the physical world. It allows owners to generate consistent returns instead of waiting only for price growth. Then comes development, which is where real value is created. Digital land can be transformed into experiences such as virtual showrooms, paid seminars, or exclusive communities. Just like in real estate, what you build on the land determines its true worth. A simple space can become highly valuable if it offers something useful or engaging. Advertising is also a major opportunity. If a digital location attracts consistent traffic, companies are willing to pay to promote their products there. In the end, it all comes down to one thing: attention. The more attention a digital space attracts, the more valuable it becomes. But this is where reality separates opportunity from illusion. Not every platform succeeds, not every project survives, and not every piece of digital land becomes valuable. Many beginners ignore this and jump in because of hype. They see success stories and assume easy profits, but the truth is that many people lose money due to a lack of understanding. Smart investors think differently. They don't chase quick profits or follow trends blindly. Instead, they ask critical questions before making decisions. Who is using this platform? Is the audience growing or declining? Does this digital space provide real utility, or is it just speculation? Another important question is whether it can generate income or if it depends only on future buyers paying more. And most importantly, what happens if interest fades? Because ownership has no meaning if there is no demand. Without users, even the best-looking digital asset has no real value. This principle applies to everything, not just virtual real estate. Many people invest in stocks, crypto, or businesses without understanding them. They follow the crowd instead of thinking independently. But smart money focuses on value first and price second, always looking for strong fundamentals instead of hype. When you look at the bigger picture, virtual real estate is not just a trend. It is part of a massive global shift. We are moving from a physical economy to a digital economy, where value is no longer limited to land, buildings, or physical systems. In the past, wealth was built through factories, machinery, and physical infrastructure that required location and heavy investment. Today, wealth is increasingly being created through platforms, data, networks, and online communities that can scale much faster. Some of the most valuable companies in the world now operate with fewer physical assets than traditional industrial giants. Their strength comes from attention, scalability, and digital systems rather than physical ownership. This does not mean physical property is disappearing, but it does mean that ownership is expanding. Today, you can own digital assets such as audiences, platforms, and online experiences that are not limited by geography and can reach a global audience instantly. This brings us to the most important lesson. You do not need to invest in virtual real estate to take advantage of this shift. What truly matters is your mindset. Start paying attention to where attention is moving. Observe how people behave, where they spend their time, and how technology is shaping their decisions. Every generation has opportunities that look strange at the beginning. There was a time when websites, social media, and online businesses were doubted, but over time, they became essential parts of everyday life. The same pattern is happening again, and those who understand it early will always have an edge. Of course, not every project will succeed. Some platforms will fail, and many ideas will disappear. But that does not change the bigger picture. The shift toward digital ownership is real, and it is already happening around us. The key is not to chase hype, but to develop the ability to recognize real opportunities. At the end of the day, wealth is not built by following the crowd or reacting to trends. It is built through vision, patience, and smart decisions. And the smartest money does one thing: